How you going? Welcome. I'm gonna set my camera up and start making food. Oh god, these videos, eh? Hey, I'm still at it. This is a post-workout nutrition. Basically, I'm just gonna make just some basic stuff. So, yeah. Best flour. Speed defrost. It's gonna be onion heavy. So I'm just gonna whack some green peas in. Sorry, the lighting's terrible and the camera angle is shuffling. I'm doing this quite well. 3 potatoes, an onion. This is my post-workout meal. Look, man, the serving of there's a serving of vegetables in the onions and the potatoes, and then I have tomatoes, and then there's some tomatoes in that paste, and then I have also the mushrooms and the peas, the green peas. I mean, it all cost around like $10, really, from the supermarket. Yeah, 3 potatoes. Actually a bit more because the mince would have been what, like $8 for the mince these days. It's usually how much you're paying for the mince. Maybe $8 to $10. And then obviously 3 potatoes, a couple onions, some tomatoes. Yeah, it's not much, but it's still good. It's good enough. Yeah. So this is good, man. Like I just get up every day. Oh, not really. I mean, I sleep in most days, but the story goes that I'm just doing everything in my possible mind frame to like push myself, to humble myself, you know, and that's humbling to know that when you're just getting through, you're just getting by, but you're still disciplining your mind with your thoughts, disciplining your body and your mind, and yeah, I mean, look, life isn't pretty sometimes, we all know that, and but it's good to just keep present, you know, keep present in the moment, and just like be good, be a good person. Sometimes it's just good to be present, you know? So, it's nice. I just come home sometimes and just make a meal and chill out. And yeah, go for a run. Just chop these onions up. Slice and dice, baby. Raw onion. Woo! Actually very refreshing right now. Can you believe that? I'm no shit, that was nice. I'm not joking around. There's actually a lot of nutrients in onion. And your body actually can crave onion. Got some of these big tomatoes I'm just going to put in too. Alright, and I'm going to start cooking. I'll bring you over to the stove. There I am. Again. Show you what I'm making. Straightforward, simple. Minimal water here, man. Minimal water. Because I've only got potatoes on the boil. Anyways, front. And I have the rear, back left. Rear, and I have this in the front. Stove. Second. What I'll do, just get some oil in the pan. I like using a bit of oil. You're really gonna know how the oil kind of is. Yeah, so a lot of oil. Don't need that much, but so look, get that pan just sort of. I'm not really by no means really this good. I like doing that. It's nice. Yeah. Use so much water. Indy. Hey man. That pan, look at that oil. You know what I think with the oil? Thank you, sorry, 1 second. Is that you get excess oil that sits on top of the pan when it heats. And I think like that's the oil that you actually need to waste, but because I've got an oil that's kind of like, you kind of need a lot of this oil that I'm cooking with at the moment, or something. It's alright. So I got a bit of oil in there, it's all good. Yeah, alright, well I can throw all of them in, you know, like, I'm not even going to boil these, I can, because the oil is going to cook it. So it's going to be one pan, it's not bad. Oh, sometimes, man, just making videos and editing videos or whatever you're doing. I'll show you physique update. Really, I should be showing you how fast I'm running. I don't even know how to explain. I'm just running every day, 4 days straight, 20 kilometers every day. No one's there. I'm lonely. It's so hard, man. I'm like, there at the track, man. Sometimes I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like, really, like, some days it's not. Today was not easy. Sorry. Easy at all. It's 37 degrees outside. No wind. And I got my ass whooped by someone. Look at the water just sitting on my forehead. Interesting. Yeah, just got my ass handed to me by a mysterious competitor, that challenger, I should say, that just whooped my ass. I don't know how else to explain it. I had him, and then I gave up. He was like, mate, come join my race. So I'm like, boom, let's do it. You know what I mean? And then in the race, I started, he gave me a 50-meter head start. Like, you know, he was seasoned pro. He was pouring seasoning on them chicken legs, or whatever the fuck you say. And mate, like, I got a good start. I was 200 meters down. I was in front of him. Surprisingly, I gave it everything. And then I just stopped. Because I was like, it was a 200 meter flat out sprint, and the last 200 I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I gave up. But anyways, it was fun. It was hard. Yeah, and then I just kept going. They left. But you know why I was so puffed? Because before that I actually did a really hard run. I did a really hard run before that really hard run. And it was a lap, 8 laps, you know, my thing, where I'm running 3,800 meters, you know, sort of like trying to do like a time trial. It's just like, yeah. They say constant repetition builds discipline. That is what they say. Constant repetition builds discipline. But they say that relentless repetition builds strong discipline. That's what they say. It's just that I think that like relentless repetition is actually fun. I agree with what people say. Sometimes I just disagree with like what that means exactly. Sometimes I'm just like, damn, like I can't do this right now, you know, but if I get going one foot in front of the next, you end up doing it, you know? Or like what I did today was that sprint, and then I did, you know, like those 3800s, and then I did it again. But the second time I walked half the way because it was just ridiculous, you know? Drinking lots of water, lots of the stuff, and pouring lots of water on my head. You know why? Because shit, man. You know what? And you know what's crazy? You know why? The funny thing is, the only reason I left was because I left the sunscreen at home. So you know what is even crazier? After this video, I'm going to find the sunscreen and I'm going to go back there. And you know what? That's crazy. I'm going to have this food, put the sunscreen on, and then go back there and do it again. I'm nuts, dude. I'm nuts. But sometimes, man, like, mate, like, honestly, it's crazy, but like, it's hard to stop this when you get going, you know? Once you start going, like, it's really hard to stop. Because sometimes what you're finding is there's no like alternate sort of there's no alternate option when it comes to, you know, like finding something that is good or finding something that is fun or good, you know? Because I think like happiness is temporary, mate. You know, and like happiness is like a gift, you know what I mean? But there is happiness in like discipline, and there is happiness when like when you're like doing something fulfilling, and to me, like I'm dead, I'm beat, I'm a little bit burnt, it's hot, it was hot outside, now it's cooling down. I mean, like, I don't know what, like, people don't always say anything to you, you know what I mean? People don't always say what they think, you know what I mean? And sometimes I don't really know what I think either when I'm running around these damn tracks and stuff, and I just think to myself, like, yeah, I don't know. I just think, like, damn, this ain't fun, but I'm like, it's not fun, Jack. But it's not supposed to be, you know? I mean, look, like, just because it's not fun doesn't mean it's not possible, you know? Like, having, like, but, like, you know, like, having what you want is also nice, and combining what you want in life, and combining, like, good things with, like, training, you know, and, like, yeah, there is a middle ground, which I think is, like, important to understand, you know what I mean? So just gotta do this. There's like a middle ground, you know? Yeah, there's always a middle ground in life, and I mean, like, sorry, I'm off camera, but I'm just saying, like, if you're happy temporarily, you should be able to do what you want and still get by, you know what I mean? So happiness isn't a fixed emotion. It's not a fixed state of mind, you know what I mean? It never has been, I don't think. I mean, like, happiness comes and goes. It's hard to find it in life, real happiness. And I know that. And, like, that's yeah. But, I mean, look, at the same time, we create our own environment, and that's another big thing that, like, people, what makes us whole, you know what I mean, and human in general, is that actually, you know, like, we create our own environment, and, like, if you're unhappy because of something that is annoying you and that is within reach, then it should be your responsibility to take care of that, you know what I mean? So on and so forth. But, like, things that are out of your control, if you want to achieve things, you have to find a way to do that, you know? And, like, sometimes, like, you know, like, I'm not always in a good state of mind, you know, and I'm not feeling, like, yeah, like, sometimes I don't feel so good and stuff, but, like, it's not always that I feel like that, you know. There are some times where I'm, like, you know, feeling good and stuff. So, anyways, this bag bowl's coming together nice. I'm just having it, like, as a mince. It's nice. It's gonna feed me today. Yeah. I still got the just let that cook. The bird's gone chirpy on me. Silent. It's good. But yeah. I guess, like, the moral of the story is, you know, like, keep working to what you want, because what you want is real. And sometimes the only way you're gonna get there is by, like, putting in the work and doing what you want. You know what I mean? Like, in order to get what you want, you do have to like just do what you want. You know. I don't like killing myself, you know, but I always push myself because I understand that, because I understand the meaning of like hard work, you know. I know what it means to be a hard worker, and so I push myself. It's just sometimes you lose yourself in it, or you can lose yourself in it, and like, yeah. So I mean, that's not easy, you know, but like it all balances itself out eventually. Like, I'll have this meal right now and I'll feel fine. My body will recover temporarily. I'll find that sunscreen and I'll go back to the track and I'll keep running. I don't know, some people call me crazy or what, but I keep doing it. I mean, I'm not like, yeah, I don't know. It's just how it is. I just do it like that. It's not easy. I don't just do it like that. It's not easy. I don't think that anyone should really be doing it like I do. But it feels good when you're out there and you're running around. I don't know. It feels good. It's better than running around, like jogging around on footpaths and stuff. Because, yeah. Better to have like a track and somewhere to go. At least there's some people, you know. I literally the only people that I've seen there recently are the people that are leaving and going in cars. And then I walk 9 kilometers to get there, right? Today I walked 9 kilometers there and back, and on the way back, man. Anyways, yeah, there's been no one there except for one person who's just like, who said that like he was just doing one lap and then going, and you know, laps and laps and laps, you know, like you gotta really fucking do it when you get there, you know, otherwise it's not simple, you know, like you really gotta do it when you get there. And like, yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like when you get down there, you're just like, damn, like this is actually happening right now. And you get going, you know, and then you're like I don't record it, I don't time it. I was running barefoot there the other night because my shoes are giving me problems in my feet when I run. And basically some guy was riding his scooter and he was traveling at the same speed as me, but I was going quick. I was going around the bend and I just yelled, "Oh, how fast are you going?" You know, and he's like, "Oh, 25 kilometers an hour." And I was like, shit, like I'm running 25 at pace, you know, and I was really running, you know. So I mean, like, there are times like that where I go, oh, shit, like this is cool. And those are the moments where you like really relish, you know what I mean? But then there was just some, like this afternoon was not easy, but I pushed through and I persevered and I did I skipped the last lap. I left to come here. But anyways, regardless, I still did 7.8 kilometers. 6, sorry. And I did that stupid, crazy fucking 400 meter sprint. And I didn't even finish it. And it was just boiling hot today. Anyways, far out. What a day. What a day, man. Anyways, mate. This food's coming up. So, yeah. Do that too. Show you how that looks. Sit you down. It's tasty. I'm not even done with it yet. Putting in the pasta sauce. The chicka chang chang. Passata. Passata. We should play some music in the background while this peas defrost. I'm just gonna pour the whole schloff in. Mate, I don't stuff around, man. Just pour it all in. Jack's one pot wonders. Mate, this thing is nuts. Oh, this will feed me for a couple days. It's looking pretty good, man, to be honest. As well, I've been going to like places because I'm also without a job, so I have to eat sometimes in places I don't like. Sometimes I get food from places that aren't good. So I have to like try and make that shit work. And that's not easy. I mean, you don't know about that. No one knows about that kind of stuff. No one knows that. But like, no one knows the opposite side, which is I just run. I run too, you know? So, I mean, look, mate, like running is just good for you, right? In general, you know? But I push it. I compete with myself. I battle with myself, my demons, you know? That's how hard it is for me. I get down there and I'm battling, you know? I'm a battler, but like, there's no stimulation. Like, you're running in circles and circles and circles. Like, it's not simple. That's not easy. And sometimes it's just one foot in front of the other, you know? And you just like, pop, 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 pop. You know, almost fast walking even. But I'm just doing it. You're just going around. You're just going around. Boom, 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 boom. Like a boat, like a motorboat. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, that's what you do. And I don't enjoy it sometimes. I never enjoy running. I hate it. But apparently it's good. And letting loose on the track is perfect. Anyways, I want to get some camera gear so I can show you like my routine. And I think that is going to be interesting when I like see how, man, you lose weight, man, when you run. Like, I must be sitting under 80 kilos. I'm not holding much weight at the moment. It's not a bad thing. I don't run like a sprinter. Like I do like overload. I overload the last couple laps, you know? And I do it because I work up to it, but it's in your head. It's all here, man. Like sometimes the first lap is nothing, you know? And then I get to 5th, 6th, 7th lap, 8th is the last, you know? I'm there on the 7th lap, you know? And my mind's clicking in like second from the last, you know? And then I get to that last lap and just fucking Hail Mary down there. And I'm like screaming at myself like, go, you know? It's nuts sometimes, and that's no shit for me, you know? Like, I really pour my heart and soul into it, and then you're just tired afterwards, and that's it, you know? You gotta walk home in the 4.5, and I don't party. I'm trying to read books, I'm trying to write. Like, it's not easy, man, trust me. It's not something that I condone, but I should condone it, because this kind of thing, like, is gonna help you maybe find a better way in life. That's you know what I mean? Like, find what works for you. And yeah. I hope that people as well, like, they understand that like your impact counts, you know? And I know that when like I'm running around there, I see some people looking at me, they probably think, man, that's really interesting, you know? And I take that into consideration too. Like, it's nice. But like, you don't know them in the end of the day, but it's all good. I'm just starting, so like, it's all good. You know, you gotta focus on like your health and stuff, maintain your health and stuff. But like, yeah, anyways. All right, well, look, it's been a good chat as per usual. I'm always trying to say some good stuff on the camera, and yeah, it's not much of anything at the moment, but you know, just staying consistent and trying to like speak my mind and stuff. It's important. And yeah, a good half an hour chatting to you guys, and yeah, I'll show you what this food looks like. And yeah, some pepper in it. Yeah. Alright, man. Peace out. Peace out. Peace.